If you're an individual or an HUF and you have a residential house property which you have held it for long period of time. Now, this residential house property, when you have sold and you have made long-term capital gains, you don't have to pay taxes on it. You can save the taxes. How? By investing that long-term capital gain amount into a new residential house property. So let's say you have sold a property of 50 lakhs, made gains of 20 lakhs. Now this 20 lakh gain, if you invest in a new residential house property, you don't have to pay any tax on this 20 lakhs. The entire thing is exempt. But the condition is the new residential house property must be in India. Also, there is one specific point here. You can buy 2 residential houses instead of 1 residential house. But this specific thing is allowed only when the capital gain is capped up to rupees 2 crores, is below 2 crores. But this specific exemption is allowed only once in the lifetime of the seller. Coming on to time limit, when should I do this? Like when should I buy the house property? After all, it is a very big decision. We can't buy it within the same year. So IT department has given you sufficient time to buy the new house property. You can buy the new house property either before 1 year or after 2 years of transfer. In case of construction, it is after 3 years. I'll explain you with numbers. Let's say I have sold the property in May 2023. I have to buy the new house property within 2 years to claim the exemption. So I have to buy the new house property before May 2025. Now, even if I have booked any property in the prior 1 year, that is from May 2023 till May 2022, between May 2022 and 23, if I have booked any property, if I have purchased any property, that is also can be claimed for exemption. And for construction, the time period I am allowed is 3 years. So if you have sold the property in May 2023, now the time period to construct, because construction usually takes more time, is till May 2026. Now, what about the exemption amount? What amount is exempted? Either the long-term capital gain or the cost of new asset, whichever is lesser is exempted. For example, if you have sold the house for 50 lakh and the capital gain you have made is 20 lakh. Now, the amount you're supposed to invest is what? Is 20 lakhs. Now, if you're investing 25 lakhs, you will be allowed the entire 20 lakh capital gain as exempt. You don't have to pay any tax on it. But let's say you invested only 15 lakh rupees. Then, only on 15 lakh rupees, you will be allowed the exemption. The upper 5 lakh rupees, that is 20 lakh minus 5 lakh, which you have not invested, will become taxable. Another benefit is of CGAS, which we spoke about in the previous video also. CGAS helps us to lock our funds when we can't put our money immediately. So as the time span is of 2 years, 3 years, we can't let our funds park into some saving account or somewhere else. IT department has mandated that you can take your time to take the decision of investing in property in 2 years. But for now, for this year, put your money in CGAS account. So you have to put your money in CGAS account before the due date of filing returns. Now there are additional conditions also. If the new asset which you have bought, you have sold that asset before 3 years of time, then the entire exemption which you have claimed would be reversed. So, the IT department wants you to be a genuine investor and not an investor who has just for the sake of purchase has made the purchase just to claim an exemption. Also, if the amount you have put in CGAS, if you have not utilized it by the time whenever you have to, when the time is up, when you have to buy the new residential house property, the exemption claimed will again be reversed. And the last point is the exemption you can claim is maximum up to rupees 10 crores. You can't claim more than 10 crores exemption under section 54.